Here, find the percent when it's missing, right? So this question said that what is 30% of 50? So if you see in this question, the percent is given, it is 30%. In our last video, we did this question, right? Like finding the percentage of a number the answer was 15. So we know that 15 is 30% of 50, right? So we could rewrite it as 15 is 30% of 50, right? Meaning that 15 is the amount. So I also gave the example of let's say you had 50 oranges and you wanted to give your friend 30% of it, then the amount would be 15 because you put the 30 over 100, right? The percentage over 100, and then multiply it by 50, which will just give you 15, right? So it meant that your friend would get 15 oranges. That's what I mean by the amount. So 15 would be the amount, 30% would be the percent, and 50 would be the total, right? Because it's the total oranges, the amount of oranges you have in all. So 30%. What if the percent was not given, right? We could rewrite the question as what percent of 50 is 15? So this is how you'd normally see the question. What percent of 50 is 15? So let me rewrite that on a clearer screen. What percent of 50 is 15? So here we rearrange the question, right? From what is 30% of 50 to what percent of 50 is 15. So the percent is not given. We need to find the percent, right? So to do this, what we need to do is to put the amount, which is 15, right, over the total of 50. So we know 50 will be the total because of always comes before the total, right? So what percent of 50 is 15, right? So we're going to put the amount, which is 15, over the total, which is 50, and then just multiply that by 100, right? So now what we'll do is to simplify. So you could multiply across, we could just multiply from numerator to numerator or denominator to denominator, or I could just simplify. So I'm going to simplify by using 50, right? 50 goes into itself one time, 50 goes into 100 two times, and then just going to multiply from numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. 15 times 2 is 30 over 1 is just equals to 30%. So we indeed got back 30%, right? So this is how so this is what I mean when the percent is missing, right? So indeed 15 is 30% of 50. So let's look at our next example, right? So what if it's what if it was what percent of 60 is 12? So again, the percent is missing, right? So what we need to do is to put the amount, right, which is 12, over the total, which is 60, right? We know that it's the total because of comes before, so we're trying to find the percent of 60. So it's going to be 12 over 60, and then we just multiply that by 100. So it's going to be amount over total times 100, right? So we could simplify from numerator to denominator. 12 goes into itself one time, 12 goes into 60 5 times, right? You could multiply 12 times 100 and divide that by 60, but I prefer to simplify as it makes it easier, right? And now I'm going to multiply from numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. 1 times 100 is 100, and 5 times 1 is 5. So we have 100 over 5, and 5 goes to 100 20 times. So this means that our answer is just 20%. So put a percentage sign because we're finding the percent, all right? So this means that 12 is 20% of 60, all right? So that's how you find the percent when it's missing. So that's it for today. I hope you learned something new. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.